All right, Charlotte, thank you. I want to welcome in Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin. Senator, good morning. Nice to have you back on.
Rob, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks
Senator,
for having me on.
I want to get your reaction to what we're seeing across the country with these riots. They're not protests anymore. Overnight at Columbia University, rioters storming this academic building right in the middle of campus, breaking windows, forming a human barricade inside, using zip ties to lock the doors. It's total anarchy, and we're getting nothing from the White House. What do you make of that and what we're seeing play out nationwide?
You know, what you're seeing is hypocrisy from the media. And what I mean by that, it wasn't just a couple of years ago when a MAGA hat on campus was making people feel uncomfortable and they removed them and would expel them from school. Now you're having true individuals that are chanting, "We are Hamas," which is a terrorist organization. You have these individuals chanting from the river to the sea, which is annihilation, genocide at its best of the Jewish people. And you're having the administration silent, and you're having campuses be silent by it. And you have hosts like Whoopi Goldberg go out there and say that they have the right to protest. Where's the common ground here? Because remember, MAGA supporters were domestic terrorists. And now you have individuals that are literally saying, "We are Hamas," which is a terrorist organization. And the DOJ, FBI, and the White House is silent on this. Are you kidding me? We need to make sure that we are, a nation of laws that are enforced, and everyone has the right to go to school or walk in public in the United States and feel comfortable. Regardless of your religious or background, regardless of your ethnic group, you should have the right to do it, and these individuals are saying you don't. Rob, I want to point out, too, they're saying that they want to free Palestine. Keep in mind, there's two sets of Palestinians that live inside Israel. One is in Gaza, who voted in Hamas, a terrorist organization, to govern them. And then you have the West Bank, which is also Palestinians, that voted in the Palestinians to run their government. In Gaza, they had an opportunity to have the Palestinians govern them, but they chose a terrorist organization. There is no way in the world Israel, by laying down their arms and doing a ceasefire, is going to end this fight. The only way this fight ends is, one, the annihilation of Hamas, or two, Hamas lays down their arms and walks away, and the fight would end.
Yeah, that's a great point. Senator, here are some of the chants that we've heard over the last couple of weeks. Yes, Hamas, we love you. We support your rockets, too. Let's kill every Jew. It's right to rebel. Israel can go to hell. No, it's unbelievable. And somehow, Minouche Shafik, the president...
How is that accepted on a campus, Rob?
I imagine if they were saying it about black students or about Catholic students, or about, imagine just insert any other race or ethnicity. Yeah.
Anyone. Yes.
And somehow Minouche Shafik still has a job at Columbia. Liz McGill and Claudine Gay, Harvard and UPenn, they both lost their jobs. What they did pales in comparison to what we're seeing at these colleges and universities right now. And, Senator, this is what the White House said yesterday. Take a listen.
The president has always been clear that while Americans have the right to peacefully protest, that's something that we believe here in this administration. He stands squarely against any rhetoric, violent rhetoric, any hate threats, and physical intimidation and hate speech. Obviously, we believe, and we have said, anti-Semitism is dangerous. It is hate speech, and it is abhorrent. And there is no place for anti-Semitism on campuses or anywhere else. It is a painful moment. We get that. We get that it is.
So, Senator, the White House wants it both ways. They say, yep, anti-Semitism is not good, but we're not going to ask for campuses to be cleared of these protests. By the way, the majority of these protesters don't even go to these respective colleges. When is it appropriate to call in the National Guard?
It already is. And in fact, the governor of the state should be willing to do this. I guarantee you, if this was taking place in Oklahoma, there is no question Governor Stitt would do that in a heartbeat. And it's absolutely ridiculous that these individuals are sitting back, speaking like what you're hearing out of the White House, is speaking words that come cheap. Actions is what actually needs to take place here. It wasn't, and I'll go back to this too, Rob, it was just a couple of years ago when Republicans were considered hate speech when they were trying to give commencement speeches or simply speak on the campuses. They were literally ran out of the campus. And you're allowing individuals to literally take over your campus and truly spew hate speeches out of their mouth by what the chance you said just a while ago. And the administration is silent on this. Who are we? Where did we become? Israel is is literally our strongest ally. Why is it that we're not standing strong with them? Because these agitators are paid agitators. And you hit the nail on the head a while ago, Rob, when you said that most of these individuals aren't even students. These are agitators that are being paid to go to these campuses to stir dissent, and they're doing it, and the media is playing right in the hands of it, and the administration, because it's a political year, are afraid to move because they think it's their voter bloc.
Yeah, and Senator, you think about the seniors at all these schools, good kids that are doing the right thing, that come from good families, that have worked hard to get their kids to college.
That's right.
They didn't have graduations in 2020 because of COVID, and many of these colleges have canceled graduation because of what we're seeing on campus. That's going to affect these kids, our future leaders, for the rest of their lives, and it's tragic.
I hope it affects the school's bottom line too. You know, when you saw Kraft walk away from Columbia and say they're not giving any more money, I wish all donors would do the same. And, you know, two things are going to affect something here. One, actions will affect the shutdown of these pro-Hamas, pro-terrorist chants and demonstrations, and then the economic impact will affect these universities from making very strong decisions too. And both need to collide together and needs to happen immediately.
Yeah, Senator, that's all the time we have this morning. We appreciate you being with us. Thanks so much for joining us on this topic and this breaking
Rob,
news
thanks
this
for having
morning.
me on.
Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin there with us.